Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Pokey Historian. And tonight, we're taking a look at every single Mewtwo card. Why? I don't know. We're just going to do it. So let's start. Here we got the original base set Mewtwo. Sugimori artwork. Always brings back memories from my childhood. Is it the best card ever? No. Does it need to be? No, because it's first. Look at that neck. Looks like an old grandma neck. Also, I always wondered, like, what is this thing supposed to be like behind Mewtwo's head? Is that like some sort of like giant vein or pipe? And if so, like, what does it do? Does it like support Mewtwo's head or what? Always wondered that. Here we got Mewtwo. Pokemon the first movie promo card. Brings back memories of going to that movie. Sneaking out of third grade early and going with my friend. Classic times. There's base set 2 Mewtwo. This is the Mewtwo promo that came when you bought the VHS of Pokemon the first movie. Never was a big fan of this one. Mewtwo looks kind of like he's got no neck here. And this is the one done by the legendary Christopher Rush, who did the many famous Magic the Gathering cards, including the Black Lotus. Pretty cool card. I actually saw like a Magic card that had like a very similar forest to it in the background, so definitely you can tell that this is the artist of Magic fame. Rocket's Mewtwo. This card is really cool. And such an interesting fact about this card too is you'll notice the Pokemon card frame for this one is a lot smaller than your typical card, and that's because it was one of the first Pokemon cards, if not the first Pokemon card, to have 3 different attacks. So that was a pretty interesting thing back in the day. And very interesting artwork here. I like the way this Mewtwo looks. I like this a lot better than the new Rocket's Mewtwo, that's for sure. Shiny Mewtwo. Freaking classic card. I remember when my brother pulled this card when we were coming home from the mall. Right out of a Neo Destiny pack. I was very jealous. But then I was able to trade for the card. So now I have his and he bought another one, so we both have the card, so it worked out. Awesome card though. We got this Christopher Rush artwork again. Here's the whoa, that looks wild. Yeah, that's from the Legendary Collection, the whole reverse hollow firework pattern going on there. Got the Mewtwo from Expedition here, looking pretty wild. It's like flying through like a thunderstorm. You think this would be a more appropriate environment for Zapdos, not Mewtwo. There it is, holographic. I think that one looks better holographic. Got Rocket's Mewtwo again, one of the winter promos from the last days of Wizards of the Coast. Got Mewtwo EX here. Got that 3D artwork going on, holding some sort of energy ball. Got the next Rocket's Mewtwo. God, we really had one Rocket's Mewtwo, and it seems like we didn't go through too many cards to get to the next one. Very 3D looking though. Not too crazy about it, to be honest. Delta Species Mewtwo, this one's kind of interesting. Got that red aura around its body, indicating that it's a fire type. And steel type. Here we go. Fukata, Mewtwo Gold Star. This one's pretty neat. Mewtwo looks yellow here, it's in its shining form. Not bad. You can tell it's a gold star because it extends beyond the picture frame there at the tail on the hand. Got Electric Mewtwo Delta Species. Kind of neat. Looks like it's hanging out at a haunted mansion or something there in the background. I don't know. We got Mewtwo level 51 from Diamond and Pearl Majestic Dawn. Site. Mewtwo level X. Definitely has a very different kind of artistic style to it. I like the colors on this energy ball here. Got just a regular Mewtwo using that Sugimori artwork. The updated Sugimori artwork. Looks nice enough. Mewtwo level X again. I think I like this pose more than the other one. Again, though, it looks like Mewtwo doesn't have much of a neck in it, so it's kind of strange. Here we go, the Pokemon Rumble card. I don't know what to think of these Rumble cards. I don't think they're my thing. Mewtwo EX, our first full art. Huh. Full arts certainly have come a long way. This is kind of not my taste in artwork either. Mewtwo EX here. Another Mewtwo EX. Kind of like this. It's got sort of a gold aura to Mewtwo. Which one's this? The X and Y promo? This is different looking. God, that's a strange looking energy ball. Almost looks like it's like made of like blood energy or something. It's weird. Interesting pose though. This Mewtwo, I don't think I've ever looked at this one before. Very strange. And what's that tree in the background? Is that from like one of the Pokemon movies? It is a promo after all. Got this artwork. Black and white. Very much got that 3D art style going on there. Here's an interesting one. This is the XY breakthrough card. Got Magnezone, and I think that guy's name is Chestnut. Mitsuhiro Arita artwork. Oh, and you got Cresselia back there too. I didn't see that at first. Kind of cool. Here we got another one. Got Haxor, Melioda, Zoroark. This one's kind of trippy. It's got that like kind of weird glow around Mewtwo. Very interesting choice of Pokemon too. You wouldn't think to see these 4 Pokemon on the same card. I don't really know if they have much in common at all. I got Mega Mewtwo EX here. I always like this version of Mega Mewtwo. Kind of like looks like some sort of super special evolution of Mew. It's kind of weird though to think that Mewtwo turns into this. Like the other Mega Mewtwo, like I feel like looks more believable for something that Mewtwo would Mega Evolve into. This one looks like this should be what Mew Mega Evolves into. What do I know though, right? Yeah, see, this one looks more like a Mega Evolution of Mewtwo, even though I prefer the other design. The other one really looks like it should be a Mega Evolution of Mew. Here's a Mew EX, nothing too special there. That's the one thing I hate about some of these more popular Pokemon is they get like all the special full arts and stuff, but as we're looking through them, like, especially I guess like comparing them to today's standards, a lot of these cards really aren't that impressive looking. This one's kind of cool though. I like this pose. Mega Mewtwo's got kind of weird legs though. Mega Mewtwo EX, the other version. Coming right at you. Mewtwo EX. Yeah, a lot of these cards kind of like give off similar vibes or look very comparable. Like this one. I mean, all 3 of these, it's like there's really not... Like there's just nothing special about some of these, you know? It's like, where's the inspiration? I feel like I'm complaining a lot in this video. And then we get another full art. At least this one's got an expression on its face that's a little bit different. Another Mewtwo EX. Gosh, how many Mewtwo EXs are there? Another one. I think I actually pulled this one. Yeah, evolutions. Another Mewtwo EX. Okay. Reprinted base set from XY. Okay, here's an interesting one. A little bit different. Flying through the forest. Still nothing super impressive. Okay, finally we got a really good one. We got the Mewtwo from Shining Legends. Look at this card. Look, I never noticed the double helix there in the background with the blue and red circuitry going on. That looks like there's some schematics of Mewtwo back there. Don't see any people around though. Oh, I never realized that Mewtwo's awake too. I almost bought this card like 4 or 5 times. I just never pulled the trigger on it. Maybe I will someday. Or maybe it'll just keep going up in price. I'll never buy it. Who can say? Here's a rainbow. Still think these old rainbows are a little underrated. There's the full art. Another Mewtwo card. Looks like the old EXs. Okay, here's the one from Sun and Moon promos, but it's based on Detective Pikachu. A lot of people really hate these Detective Pikachu cards, but you know what? I like that they at least look different. They have their own artistic style to them. And you know what? I liked that movie. I liked it a lot. See, to me, this looks neat. And like, yeah, maybe it looks a little bit creepy, but you know what? Mewtwo is kind of a creepy Pokemon, y'all. It's a genetic experiment gone wrong. If you want cute, you're looking for Mew. I don't think I've seen this one before. It's like Mewtwo in some kind of crystal mine. I kind of like that. Okay, we got the Mewtwo and Mew GX here, the rainbow. Definitely one of the better rainbows, I'd say. I like this. I like the way Mew looks here, too. Got the full art. Classic card here. Y'all know I like this one if you've seen my previous videos. Looks like there's water splashed around. I think they're in some sort of city or something fighting. The Mewtwo's got like that psychic steam coming off its fingertips here. It's kind of crazy. You see Mewtwo in its rare battle form. It's not actually playing around for a change, which is kind of cool. Usually Mew's always screwing around. I know this one. This is from Hidden Fates. One of the promos you would get when you got one of the 3-pack blisters. It's cool enough. Speaking of Hidden Fates, here's the shiny. I do like this card. Do like that one. Can't go wrong with a green Mew. I remember I pulled this and the regular Mewtwo GX from the same pack back in like 2019. It's one of the best pulls I probably ever had. A double whammy pack. Here's the regular GX I pulled. Here's a classic card. Mewtwo Mew GX Alt Art promo. You could just get this out of the random tin that you would get at Walmart, y'all. You just don't get promos like this anymore out of random tins and packs and boxes. You just don't see it. But boy, was this one fun. And just seeing how annoyed Mewtwo is here with Mew. It's classic. Really captures their dynamic. Got old armored Mewtwo. Going back to Pokemon, the first movie. I'd like to see a return of this in more cards. I wish the Team Rocket's Mewtwo from Destined Rivals had brought back Armored Mewtwo. That would have been neat. Except maybe more in like in a actual battle scene where it's fighting something. Maybe like Giovanni's in the background giving orders. How fun would have that been? Instead of the one we got where Mewtwo's just standing there with Giovanni. Saw that one. Oh, I see. Now we got the V-Union cards. Make a giant Exodia-esque picture. And we got this Mewtwo EX from 25th anniversary. Got this crazy Mewtwo. Brilliant Stars. Definitely got a nice artistic flair to it. Very different. Got a Mewtwo V. Basic. Okay. Here's a Sword and Shield promo. I like that this one's at least got like a nice cityscape in the background. Gives it a little more character than all these regular Vs and EXs and GXs we've seen. Here we got our gold Mewtwo card, V-Star. Pokemon Go. There's the rainbow version. And we got a Mewtwo V from Pokemon Go. I like this card. Kind of reminds me of the Detective Pikachu movie because Mewtwo's in the city there. Yeah. It's got a very kind of like let's have some fun and battle theme to it that you don't usually see with Mewtwo. It's not brooding or dark or anything. It looks like, hey, I'm here. We're going to have ourselves a Pokemon tournament or something. I like it. It's an underrated card. Here's the V-Star. Now this is a cool one. This is the regular card from Pokemon Go, the V. This is a nice artwork. Very different, very well drawn. You can tell somebody actually cared about what they were doing here. Here is a classic Mewtwo card. Mewtwo versus Charizard. Crown Zenith, baby. This might be the best Mewtwo card, y'all. I'm not sure. If it's not, it's definitely in the top 5. Such a cool artwork. You see Tangrowth there in the background getting blasted. Charging up Shadow Ball or something else. Charizard trying to come at it with Fire Spin or Flamethrower or something, and the whole environment's just completely getting wrecked. Trying to see if there's any other Pokemon here in the background. That might be one, but I'm not entirely sure. It's probably just a tree. Fantastic card, though. Here we go. Don't think I've seen this one before either. This is from Crown Zenith too. Kind of basic, though. This one's wild looking. It's the 151 Mewtwo. Very strange. Agawa. Agawa does some good artworks. Agawa did all 4 of the Crown Zenith Gold cards and the Ho-Oh from Silver Tempest, which I absolutely adore. Got Mewtwo overlooking the city. You know, this is kind of like the sibling card to the Pokemon Go card, really, because they're both in the city and everything. I like it. The only thing I will say about this card in person is, like, if you don't have the right lighting, it's kind of hard to appreciate all the details, but, like, if you can get a good bit of light on the card, yeah, there's a lot going on here. It's very pretty. Nice looking city, too. God, look how big some of these buildings are. Anyways, got the Mewtwo EX here. Wearing one of the silly scarlet and violet hats, terrestrialized. Got the base set reprint again. It's from Stellar Crown here. I feel like with some of these artworks, there's so much more they could do with Mewtwo. I mean, how many cards have we looked at tonight where it was like Mewtwo charging its Shadow Ball attack or Psybolt or whatever the heck it is? I feel like we must have looked at least 20 cards that are just charging this attack. And I get, like, maybe there's only so many things you can do with Mewtwo, but, like, come on now, there's got to be a little bit more creativity that you can do. In fact, we saw more creative cards with Mewtwo tonight. We saw Mewtwo hanging out in the city. We saw the Mewtwo card, the Mewtwo card. We saw, of course, this card right here where he's getting annoyed with Mew. Like, that's the one thing I've decided after looking at this list, y'all, is like Mewtwo is a very hit or miss type of Pokemon card. Some of the cards are absolutely phenomenal. Like right here, we have the Neo Destiny one. I love this card. And then, of course, we got a Gold Star here, which is pretty cool. But then, like, we have, like, this whole, like, mid-era of Mewtwo cards where it's just, like, blah, 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 blah. I mean, you know, it's very repetitive, very kind of samey-looking artworks. But, like, when Mewtwo hits, though, it really hits, like, because the cards that Mewtwo does well are just phenomenal. So that's where I'm at with this Pokemon. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe learned a thing or two. Maybe not. I don't know. But it was fun to make. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.